Hey guys, no face cam today, just wanted to real quick give my thoughts on the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie, which I have written down. I'm just going to read off what I have. I don't have too much to say. I'm going to try to one-take this one, so if I fumble my words, I guess you guys will just know how shit I am at talking. That was one of the most insanely incoherent, nonsensical, stupid movies I have ever seen. I am now dumber for having watched it. The plot makes no sense, and all the characters are dumbasses. The amount of what the fuck scenes is unrivaled by any major motion picture released in recent memory. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 makes the first film look like Shakespeare by comparison. If Roger Ebert were resurrected, he would immediately die again of a heart attack upon reviewing this movie. This is a stain on the very concept of cinema, and everyone involved should not be allowed to call themselves an artist or filmmaker, but instead a terrorist. With that said, I absolutely loved every second of this abomination. I pogged more times watching this movie than I have in probably any other since No Way Home, which is more than I can say for the first movie, which I rewatched yesterday and was thoroughly bored by. If you are a fan at all of this series, you will point and either gasp or laugh every 5 minutes. Superfans might be disappointed with the story and lore changes though, so I think you have to be a certain level of fan who won't care as much. Someone like me who's a former fan that's no longer invested enough in the story to give a shit, but still recognizes all the fan service they put on screen. Would I like an actually decent movie instead? Of course. I think a movie with Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich as William and Henry that's actually taken seriously, telling the backstory of Freddy's, could be really cool. But that will just never happen. In fact, Lillard and Ulrich don't interact once throughout this entire movie, and both only have one scene each, so that was a bit of a waste. But I don't really care that much, which is exactly why I'm the target audience. There are actually only 3 legitimate positives I would give this movie. One is that, unlike the first film, they actually FNaF in the FNaF movie. 2, the animatronics look and sound great. Megan Fox has grown a lot since the monstrosity that was her as Natara. And 3, the post-credit scene was actually, unironically, really badass. Filmed well and creative. Literally everything else about this movie, though, is either really bad and funny, or really bad and not funny. But mostly the former, which is good, I think. As a film, I give this a 1 out of 10, only for those 3 qualities I mentioned. It gets a 10 out of 10 as a vibe, though. That's it. Goodbye.